Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to input elements into a list in Python by using both for and while loop. So I'll be showing you two ways. So let's get started. So first we need to get the number of elements as an input from the user. So let n be the number of elements equal to int of input. So it's going to be int of input because I'm going to be inputting a number and not a string, okay? And it's going to be enter the number of elements, okay? So this is going to be our input. So first I will show you by using a for loop, and later I will be showing you with the help of a while loop, okay? So first we will be having a for loop, and for each iteration of the for loop we will be getting a number as an input from the user. So it's going to be for I in range, it's going to be 0 comma n, okay? So we will be getting n numbers over here. So even though for loop only goes for n minus 1 terms, here we are starting from 0. So here it is enough to give n and not n minus 1. So this is fine. So inside the for loop, as I told you, we will be getting the element as an input from the user for each iteration. So let element, ele be my element equal to exact same thing. I will just copy this and I will just paste it. And rather than I will have enter element, okay, simple. And after getting the element, we need to store it in a list, right? So for that I will be first declaring my empty list. So let my list equal to, this is going to be my empty list, and after here it's going to be my list dot append. Okay, we are having the append function, so it's going to be the element. So it's so simple, guys. So first it comes over here, for loop starts, range is from 0, okay? So it comes here, element, the user will be inputting a number, that number will be stored in this element, then it is then pushed inside this list. So it's getting stored in the list. After that, again it iterates, again element, user enters, again getting appended in our list. So this is how it works. So I'm saving it now, and I will just print my list at first, and later I'll be like explaining you how this works. So I'm saving it now. So if I run it, so I'll just go with number of elements as 5. I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here you can see that I'm getting the output. So this is how you do it. And if you want more clarity on this, I will just print here my list, okay, and save it and run it. So I'll just show you how this works. So if I go with 5 again, so if I hit 1 and hit enter, so here you can see that this is how our list is at first. This during the first iteration, our list has only one element in it. So after this, I will, if I end, this is because of this particular print statement, okay, this particular print statement, we are getting this one over here, not because of this outer print, inner print. So if I enter 2, it is over here, okay, ele, this line, then it will get appended and then print will execute. So if I hit 2, so here you can see this print. So if I hit 3, this particular append after that print. 4 happens, 5 happens, 5 terminates because our range is done. So this is how you do it by using a for loop. And for while loop, it is also exactly the same case, okay. So I will just now copy these two particular lines. These two particular lines are common. So I will just now remove these things, yeah. So have this n as an input from the user and have an empty list. So it's going to be while, and our condition is going to be our n greater than 0, okay, colon. And inside this, I will just paste the two lines. So we are just getting the input, okay, from the user, and I'm just appending it, exactly the same thing that we did for loop as well. But at the next line, we'll be having n equal to n minus 1. Okay, the reason is because for every time we get the input from the user, I'll be like decrementing n value, because for each input value from the user, I'll be just decrementing 111 value from that, so that at the end, if all the values have been inputted by the user, our n value will become 0 at the end. So this basically keeps a track of how many elements have been like inputted by the user. So once n is 0, which means that we're completely done with the number of elements that the user has wanted to input. So I hope that made sense. I will also like show you, like explain you how this works. So if I run it now, yeah, I will go with 6 this time, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, see, you can see, right, it's working perfectly fine. So actually there are multiple ways you can also use while true and have a break condition. I think that is so complex. You know, that is so complex. This is like so simple. So if you want, I will just print n value. Okay, print n value. It is n value. I will have like this, comma. So I'm saving it now. So I will run it. Yeah. So I will go with again 5 this time. So if I enter 1, so n value is 4. Okay, which means that one element has been entered, and it can take 4 more elements still. So if I go and enter another element, I will go with 50. So which means that 3 elements can be entered. So I will just minimize this, yeah. and if I enter now 4, 2 values can be entered, 3, 1 value can be entered. If I hit 1, that's it. This while loop will break because n value becomes 0, 0 greater than 0, the condition is false. So if I enter it, see the condition n value becomes 0 and that's it. This print statement is because of our outer print mylist and value is 0 and this condition breaks. So these are some of the simplest ways by which you can input elements by using for loop and while loop in Python. So I hope you would have found this video useful. I've also done many other tutorials in C, C++, Java, Python, Node.js, React.js, MongoDB, MySQL. So do check the playlist of my channel, subscribe me. Thanks for watching.